Hi, good days. Hope you're doing fine. In this series, we will discuss about the important questions from the Victorian age. If you are ready, let's get started. Who defined criticism to be sincere, flexible, ardent, ever widening its knowledge? Arnold. How many lyrics are there in In Memoriam? 131. Marte d'Arthur is a poem by Tennyson. Crossing the Bar, a melodious poem by Tennyson, was written in the year 1889. Who says that man must begin where nature ends? Arnold. John Gibson Luckhard, editor, was virulent in his criticism of Tennyson. Who originated the term grand style? Arnold. Who wrote the following lines and in which poem? The old order changeth, yielding place to the new, lest one good custom should corrupt the world. Tennyson in The Passing of Arthur. Queen Guinevere is a character in a poem of Tennyson titled Passing of Arthur. Queen Guinevere falls in love with the knight Lancelot, who informed King Arthur of the queen's unfaithfulness to him in Passing of Arthur. The king's nephew Mordred, who regards Hebraism as the strictness of conscience and Hellenism as the spontaneity of consciousness. Arnold. In which chapter of Culture and Anarchy does Arnold mention Hebraism and Hellenism? 4. Elizabeth Barrett Browning produced her The Seraphim and other poems in the year 1838. Tennyson idealizes married life in his novel The Miller's Daughter. Tennyson's life-long ideal is expressed in Merlin and the Gleam. The name of Arnold's autobiography is Truth About an Author. The last poem of Idylls appeared in the year 1855. Disiccus is a meditative poem by A.H. Hallam, who asserted that there remains more faith in honest doubt, believe me, than in half the creeds. Tennyson. After Mrs. Browning's death, Robert Browning lived in Italy. Arnold published his Shohrab and Rustum in the year 1853. Arnold published his Culture and Anarchy in the year 1869. Arnold brought out his own translating Homer in the year 1861. Which play of Tennyson is a comedy based on a story from Boccaccio? The Falcon, 1879. Tennyson's first official poem is Ode on the Death of the Duke of Wellington. Queen Victoria found great solace in her grief from one of Tennyson's poems, the name of which is In Memoriam, from whom the following lines come. Break, break, break on thy cold grey stones, O sea, and I would that my tongue could utter the thoughts that arise in me. Tennyson. Which work of Browning is dedicated to his wife, Men and Women? Men and Women is a collection of dramatic monologues. How many books are there in The Ring and the Book? 12. Which one in Men and Women is not a dramatic monologue but a lyric addressed to Browning's wife? One word more. Which work of Browning is the story of the murder of a young wife, Pompilia, by her worthless husband in 1698? The Ring and the Book. Who wrote, We fall to rise, or baffle, to fight better, sleep to wake? Browning in Asolanda. Who wrote, What I aspire to be and was not comforts me? Browning. About whom G.M. Hopkins said, Come what may, he will be one of our greatest poets. Tennyson. The title of Carlyle's Sorter Resorters means a tailor repatched. Carlyle's On Heroes, Hero Worship and the Heroic in History or Lectures. The subtitle of Alton Locke is Tailor and Poet. Little Nell Figures is Dickens' The Old Curiosity Shop. The unfinished novel of Dickens is The Mystery of Edwin Drood. Weller is a character in Pickwick Papers. The History of Henry Esmond is a novel of Thackeray. Charlotte Bronte's Jane Eyre was published in the year 1847. Emily Bronte's Wuthering Heights was published in the year 1847. Currer Bell is the pseudonym of Charlotte Bronte. Ellis Bell is the pen name of Emily Bronte. Fra Lippo Lippi is a dramatic monologue. Who wrote sonnets from the Portuguese? Elizabeth Browning. Morris News from Nowhere is a prose narrative. Ruskin's Unto This Lost is a collection of essays dealing with political economy, whilst drama Women of No Importance appeared in the year 1893. Which one of Gaskell's novel has been called a Victorian Much Ado About Nothing? North and South, 1854 to 55. The title Vanity Fair has been taken from Pilgrim's Progress, which is Gaskell's first novel, Mary Barton, 1848. Heathcliff is a character from Wuthering Heights. Coketown is an imaginary industrial town in the novel Hard Times. Dunstan is a character from the novel Silas Marner. Which movement was revived under Whitefield and Wesley? Methodist. The Battle of Valadava in the Crimean War find its reference in the poem The Charge of Light Bridge. Self-help with illustrations of character and conduct was written by Samuel Smiles. Which is the main feature of the Victorian age? Ethical literature, influence of science, attack on materialism. Sylvia's Lovers is a historical novel of Gaskell. Becky Sharp is the central character in the novel Vanity Fair. Oral Stevenson brought out his Treasure Island in the year 1883, which play, through by some coincidence ascribed to Oscar Wilde, was written by Hayden Chambers. The Tyranny of Fears. The Life and Death of Jason is a poem by Swinburne. Rossetti published his poem Love's Enough in the year 1873. The name of Swinburne's excellent drama is Atalanta in Calydon. Time Flies, a reading dial was published by Christina Rossetti. Huri Babu and Testiu Lama are characters in Kim. Christina Rossetti published The Prince Progress in 1866. Newman's Apologia and Tennyson's Enoch Arden were published in the same year, 1864. Who is known as the father of English socialism? Robert Owen. Forfray is the antagonist in the novel The Mayor of Casterbridge. Marrow is the Epicurean came out in the year 1887. The Seven Lamps of Architecture is a work by John Ruskin. Barrack Room Ballads is a ballad by Kipling. Ruskin's Munera Pulvers came out in the year 1872. Meredith the Egoist was brought out in the year 1879. The Golden Treasury is a collection of lyrical poems. Richard Doddridge Blackmore published his romance Lorna Doone in the year 1869. Who wrote the following lines? Wealth I ask not, hope nor love, nor a friend to know me. All I ask the heaven above and the road below me. Oral Stevenson. The evils of private schools are mitigated by Dickens in the novel Nicholas Nickleby. The writers of the classical age of English literature were led by precise and elegant methods of expression. The phrase, I art poor, art for art's sake, was first coined in the year 1804. Which play of Wilde has the subtitle, A Trivial Comedy for Serious People? The Importance of Being Earnest. Who established the Rhymers Club? Pater and others. Whilst The Importance of Being Earnest came out in the year 1895. From whose novel do the following lines come? When I die, put near me something that has loved the light and had the sky above it always. Charles Dickens. Darwin's On the Origin of Species, which shook scientific thought, appeared in the year 1859. Oscar Wilde was by birth an Irish. The first novel of Dickens is The Pickwick Papers. David Balfour is a character from the story Kidnapped. What is the name of the uncle of David Balfour in Kidnapped? Ebenezer. Which novel of George Eliot belongs to the middle period? Adam Bede. Eppie is a child in the novel Silas Marner. Which work of Henry Longfellow is a collection of Indian folk tales? The Song of Hiawatha. Tennyson portrayed women as gentle and refined. Mary Ann Evans is the original name of the novelist George Eliot. Thank you so much for watching this video till the end. If you are having any suggestion, let me know in the comment section. We'll see you next video. Tada, bye bye.